episode, man. You guys are probably here for Sting. And, in fact, Sting is all elite, baby. Sting showed up in AEW. This is the Aew Dynamite review for December 2nd. And, man, what a fucking show. The Stinger is here. The winter has come. Oh, my God. As you see right here in the graphic, and you can see in the thumbnail, Sting showed up in AEW. Now, how? So, basically, it was Hobbs and Ricky Starks versus Cody and Darby. It was a pretty great match. Tazz at ringside. And Darby ended up rolling up. Well, not really roll. He ended up doing a coffin drop on Ricky Starks, and Ricky Starks ate the pin. After that, Will Hobbs start and Brian Cage and them, they started beating up on them. Then Dustin Rhodes came out, and then he started to get beat the fuck up. And then the lights go off, and I'm like, oh my God, who the hell is it? Who the hell is it? And if you saw in my earlier video this November, I was like, Sting going to AEW? And yeah, he did. So it was, the lights went off, then you saw the Titantron. It was like a wintry thing. It was like and it was like Sting's kind of old music, whatever. And for the first time in like 18 years, I don't even know how many years, he's on TNT. He's showing up like this. He's got the snowflakes. The snowflakes are all in. It was cold. It was cold in there. They had to have the heater. It's Florida, so it's not snowing, but they treated it like winter was here. Oh my God. And so he didn't really do anything. He's going to speak next week, but you know, he was facing off everyone, Darby, Arn Anderson, this and that, whatever. So that's where we're at right now. Holy shit, Sting is in AEW. He's going to speak next week, so go make sure to check that out next week. I deadass can't believe it. And he also signed a multi-year deal. So, good news, he's all elite. And then you're also probably here for the big show, big main event. Guys, this was also without a question, like, the best episode of Dynamite since its debut. Tony Khan was hyping this show up, and he did not fail to deliver. He delivered. Oh, my God. What a main event. So Don Callis from Impact was on commentary. We have a new AEW champion in Kenny Omega, the cleaner, baby. So that's good. That's good. So basically, the match was going on. Don Callis was on commentary. Jon Moxley threw Kenny Omega into like the heaters, and they treated it like, oh shit, he can't compete anymore. Then Don Callis had a microphone. He's like, oh, he can't compete, this and that. Then Jon Moxley shoves him, and then the microphone's on the floor, and Kenny Omega ends up getting the microphone, hits it on Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley starts bleeding, and he repeatedly does V-triggers. So Jon Moxley looked amazing in the feet, but V-trigger. Then he does a one-winged angel. He gets the W. He leaves the arena, and everyone's like, yo, what the fuck happened? And he's like, watch Tuesday. He's like, wait, Dynamite's on Wednesday. So Kenny Omega is going to be on Impact Wrestling. So big news. We're having an Impact partnership. I can't even speak right now. This was one of the absolute best episodes. Ever since Sting showed up, I literally can't even talk. Like, I can't stand still. Holy shit. So there's going to be the partnership, and that'll be that. So that's good news for both companies. Impact. It's great to see both companies benefiting from something. So I now have a reason to watch it. I've always been watching Impact, but now I definitely have a reason to watch it for sure, 100%. I'm gonna stay tuned for that. So that was that new AEW champion, and you were here for Sting. So holy shit. Now we're going to transition real quick. He made this this edit, as you see right here, and so my boy Muhammad put on Twitter. He also is made the intro that you're going to see in this video. But man, holy shit! So I'm gonna link his Twitter down below. But let's get this. Let's keep moving, bro. Holy shit! The show started off with Dynamite, Diamond. So by the way, they did a new intro with the icy winter theme, whatever the fuck. So, oh man, I can't even speak. Dynamite, Diamond Battle Royal. You had multiple things here. You essentially had MJF and Sammy. They were getting along with Wardlow. Then things fell apart. Miro looked good. He looked like a monster and this and that. Eventually MJF started to throw. He threw he threw Sammy Guevara out and with someone else, and so people thought it was down to. Oh, so Miro looked strong, and it took like 3 people to eliminate him. So that was good. Don't cry, don't complain. Orange, someone, I think it was Kip Sabian, pulled Orange Cassidy out of the match, but under the ring, so he was never eliminated. So MJF and Wardlow thought it was them next week, but it wasn't. And Orange Cassidy ended up eliminating Wardlow, and so we're getting MJF versus Orange Cassidy next week for the Dynamite Diamond ring. So that should be a good match. Miro and his friend and his entourage come to the ring and face off with best friends and Orange Cassidy. Frankie Kazarian and Chris Jericho. During the match, it was a pretty good match, especially for their age. And MJF comes out. He was gonna throw on the towel for Chris Jericho, but Sammy Guevara was like, "What the fuck are you doing? This and that." And Chris Jericho catches Sammy Guevara, and he's like, "Yo, Sammy, what are you doing?" And so, but MJF, Chris Jericho did the Judas effect, and he ended up winning. Then there was a breakdown between the Inner Circle. Sammy pushed MJF, and then Chris Jericho's like, "Enough of this shit. I'm tired of this bullshit. You have a decision. You have 1 week to make. So next week it's either the Inner Circle continues or that's it. They're done." So I expect them to continue, but Sammy Guevara breaks away from the Inner Circle later on. So that's where it looks like where we're heading. Whew. Some good stuff, man. The Young Bucks were interviewed backstage, and they were talking about, TH2 match next week, which should be a banger. Anthony Bowens and Max Caster, they're the Acclaimed, they show up, so it looks like the Young Bucks are going to put over TH2 and the Acclaimed in AEW. The Acclaimed, they were dropping bars on the Young Bucks, and TH2 attacks the Bucks from behind. Then I think it was SCU. I think it was SCU. They come out and help the Young Bucks. So it looks like the Young Bucks are still a face. Then it was there was a promo from Britt Baker. Britt Baker versus Layla Hirsch. Pretty good match. Obviously, Britt Baker wins, but then Thunder Rosa comes out and attacks Britt Baker from behind. This match is going to be great. This is between 2 people in AEW that people give a fuck about. And it's going to be absolute for the women's division. So it's going to be good. Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker, it should be a good match. Hikaru Shida does and obviously you had the Sting stuff with that match, but oh god. Hikaru Shida interviewed backstage about Abaddon, and then there's like creepy stuff happening. But that was essentially that. We're getting rid of Abaddon's in action next week, and then Jon Moxley cuts a promo, and it was about tonight's show, but he ended up losing. So that was essentially the show, guys. Holy shit. I legit can't even speak. I'm sorry for the terrible review, but please leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time later.